The cold silence of space is broken only by the hum of the stealth ship as it glides unnoticed through the galaxy. Captain Crix, leader of the covert reconnaissance team from the Galactic Council, peers through the ship's observation window, his sharp eyes scanning the vast emptiness ahead. Earth lies in the distance, a tiny blue dot on the dark canvas of space. For centuries, Earth has been considered nothing more than a primitive world, no different from the hundreds of others the Galactic Council has encountered. Their technology is outdated, their defenses laughable. It's been deemed unworthy of any real attention. Until now. Crix and his team are on a mission, one that's supposed to be easy. Earth has never been a threat to the Galactic Order, and they are tasked with confirming that status. The Galactic Council, in all its wisdom, believes this mission is routine. Infiltrate Earth, gather intelligence, and report back with details of their military status, if they have any at all. No one expects anything out of the ordinary. But as the ship moves closer to Earth's orbit, Crix can't help but feel a strange unease stirring deep within him. The ship is equipped with advanced cloaking technology, rendering it invisible to any form of detection. It's one of the most sophisticated systems ever developed, a product of the Council's endless pursuit of control and power. The ship slides through the darkness, unseen, unnoticed. The crew is tense but confident. Earth has no way of knowing they are here. The ship's sensors sweep across the planet, monitoring for any signs of resistance. Nothing, just the faint hum of Earth's minimal defense systems, a few outdated satellites and radio signals. They're nothing compared to the advanced fleets the Galactic Council commands. Crix watches as the blue planet grows larger in the observation window. He starts to relax. Their mission will be over before anyone even knows they were here. That's when it happens. A sudden flash of energy appears on the ship's radar, far beyond Earth's surface. It's faint at first, a tiny blip among the vast void of space, but it pulses with power, a frequency the crew has never seen before. The ship's sensors begin to beep erratically, and the ship's cloaking system starts to glitch. For the first time on this mission, Crix feels a pang of uncertainty. "Captain," says Lieutenant Zor, his voice low and cautious, "we're picking up something on the far side of Earth. Something big, far beyond anything we've encountered." Crix stands up, his mind racing. The readings don't make sense. There's no way that such a massive energy source could be hidden. Earth's technology has always been crude, and yet here it is, an anomaly that defies all logic. The ship's cloaking system flickers again, and for a brief moment, the faint outline of the ship is visible, like a shadow in the corner of the crew's eyes. Crix clenches his fists. This isn't supposed to be happening. They're supposed to be invisible, undetectable. "We need to check this out," Crix orders, his voice firm. "Take us closer. I want to know what we're dealing with." The crew members exchange nervous glances, but comply without hesitation. The ship hums as it shifts direction, silently cutting through space toward the unknown energy source. Every few seconds, the ship's cloaking system glitches again, but it's barely noticeable. They're getting too close. The tension in the cockpit is palpable, every crew member on edge. As they draw nearer, the energy signature grows stronger, more distinct. Crix can now see it, a massive fleet of warships, perfectly hidden on the far side of Earth. The fleet is not a small collection of ships. It's an entire armada, sleek and advanced, unlike anything Earth has ever been known to possess. The ships are arranged in tight formation, their designs sharp and angular, with pulsating blue lights running across their hulls. The ship's technology is clearly far beyond anything Earth should be capable of. Crix feels his stomach tighten. How is this possible? How has Earth managed to build such a fleet without the Galactic Council noticing? He leans forward, eyes fixed on the ships. His team members are equally shocked. The ships are cloaked, just like their own, and the entire fleet is hidden behind Earth's shadow. They've been undetectable for years. Crix runs a hand through his short, silver hair, his mind racing. This can't be real. mutters Zor. How is this even possible? Earth was never capable of this kind of technology. Crix's mind churns with possibilities. Could the Galactic Council have overlooked Earth entirely? Were there secret alliances between Earth and other advanced races? There's no time to answer these questions. They need to find out what this fleet is doing. Why has it been hidden? What are they preparing for? Captain, we need to report back, says another crew member, Lieutenant Sellen, her voice trembling. We're too close to the fleet. If they detect us. Crix holds up a hand, signaling for silence. His eyes are locked on the massive fleet, still hidden behind Earth's dark side. He can feel the weight of the situation pressing down on him. There's no way the Galactic Council can afford to ignore this. Whatever this fleet is, Earth is no longer the insignificant planet they once thought it was. The Council's arrogance in overlooking Earth has led to a dangerous oversight, and Crix knows that this could change everything. Suddenly, an alarm sounds in the cockpit. The cloaking system flickers once more violently this time. Crix's heart skips a beat. The ship's invisibility is being compromised. They're too close to the fleet now, and Earth's defense systems are detecting them. The energy signature from the fleet pulses again, a warning signal flashing on the screen. The humans have noticed them. Activate full cloaking now, Crix orders. But it's too late. The ship jerks suddenly as their cloaking system gives out completely. For the briefest of moments, the alien ship is fully visible to Earth's sensors. The crew freezes, the silence in the room deafening. Crix's mind races, but he forces himself to remain calm. The mission is slipping out of their control, but they can still salvage it. They have to move fast. The ship's engines roar to life as they shift away from the fleet, retreating into the darkness of space. Pull us back, Crix orders again, his voice steady despite the chaos. Get us out of their sensor range. Now. The ship rapidly accelerates, and the crew watches the fleet grow smaller in the distance. They've avoided detection, for now, but the consequences of what they've just discovered weigh heavily on Crix's mind. Earth has been hiding something far more powerful than anyone could have imagined. And now that they know, nothing will ever be the same. As the stealth ship drifts back into the shadows of space, Crix turns to his crew, his face grave. He knows what must be done. The Galactic Council needs to know about the fleet, about Earth's capabilities. But this discovery will change the way they see Earth forever. There's no going back. The next phase of their mission will be even more dangerous. And the Council will not be pleased. The tension inside the cloaked alien ship is palpable. As the crew watches Earth from a distance, their minds are racing with the new discovery. Crix, the captain, stands in front of the control panel, his sharp gaze focused on the distant blue planet. Earth had always been viewed as insignificant, a planet ripe for conquest. But now the truth is becoming clear. The energy signature they detected, the fleet hidden on the far side of the planet, this was something the Galactic Council had never anticipated. Crix takes a deep breath, steadying his nerves. The mission has shifted from a simple reconnaissance operation to something far more critical. Earth has a secret that could change the balance of power in the galaxy. But there's no turning back now. The crew must investigate further. Prepare for a closer approach, Crix commands. His voice is steady, though his mind is filled with questions. We're going in. The ship's engines hum quietly as they change course, moving closer to the orbital ring that surrounds Earth. They pass by Earth's outdated satellites, which barely register the ship's presence as they glide through space undetected. The alien ship continues on its stealth trajectory, its cloaking device working perfectly, until they reach the next phase of their journey. They enter the orbital dock, and as the ship moves closer, the sight that greets them is unlike anything they expected. The entire area is filled with sleek, high-tech warships, glimmering under the light of distant stars. These aren't just simple spacecraft. They are colossal war machines, each bristling with advanced weaponry and cutting-edge technology. These ships are far beyond what Earth's public space programs have ever revealed, and their design suggests a level of engineering that rivals the most advanced fleets in the galaxy. "Captain," whispers Lieutenant Zor, his voice filled with awe. This is Earth's secret fleet." Crix doesn't respond immediately, his eyes locked on the ships before him. His mind is trying to process the enormity of what they are seeing. How is this possible? Earth's public knowledge of space travel has always been primitive, their technological advancements nowhere near this level. These ships, these weapons, are designed to protect against threats from the galaxy. They are far too advanced for Earth's supposed capabilities. The camera-like perspective of the alien ship shifts, zooming in on the warships as the crew surveys the fleet. Each ship is equipped with an array of futuristic technology, energy shields that pulse with intense light, AI drones patrolling the outer edges of the ships, and sleek, glowing designs that suggest their weapon systems are ready to be activated at any moment. The air is thick with anticipation as the crew realizes the true purpose of this fleet. These ships are not for exploration. They are here for defense. They are Earth's hidden weapon, designed to protect the planet from intergalactic threats. But what threats? The tension in the ship builds as the team moves through the fleet. Their initial excitement gives way to unease as they realize the sheer scale of what Earth has been hiding. They begin to suspect that Earth might not be as defenseless as the Galactic Council had assumed. And if this fleet is Earth's defense against the galaxy, then what does it mean for the rest of the universe? Could Earth be preparing for a larger conflict, one that no one saw coming? But the team doesn't have time to ponder these questions for long. As they continue to observe the fleet, something unexpected happens. A warning alarm blares from the ship's console. The ship's sensors detect a nearby Earth defense drone. These drones are faster and more advanced than the ones seen earlier, their sleek bodies darting through the corridors of the fleet with deadly precision. The ship's cloaking system flickers as the drone comes closer, and the crew holds their breath, hoping that they won't be detected. Crix's heart races as the drone's sensors scan the area. It's only a matter of seconds before they are found. The drone's eyes, bright, unblinking lights, pass over their ship. The cloaking system glitches again, the faintest shimmer revealing the presence of the alien ship. The drone stops mid-flight, its sensors locking onto the ship. The crew's worst fear has come true. "Captain," cries Lieutenant Selen, her voice sharp with panic. "We've been spotted. They found us." Before Crix can react, the drone sends out an alert, triggering a chain reaction that sends the entire fleet into a state of high alert. The once quiet, dormant fleet comes alive, its energy shields flashing on, weapons systems activating, and the AI drones scrambling to defend their territory. The alien ship is now at the center of a rapidly escalating situation. "We need to move now," Crix commands, his voice hard with urgency. The crew quickly adjusts the ship's controls, preparing for a rapid escape. The tension in the ship's cockpit is unbearable. The crew knows that they have to escape, but the fleet's drones are fast, and their weapons are powerful. Crix knows that getting away won't be easy. Without warning, the Earth defense drones launch an attack. The alien ship lurches as the drones fire energy blasts that narrowly miss the ship's hull. Crix grits his teeth, expertly maneuvering the ship through tight corridors and low-orbit escape routes, avoiding the drones as they fire again and again. The alien ship's cloaking device flickers and shifts, desperately trying to stay hidden as it darts through space at breakneck speeds. The crew's hearts race as the drones close in, their energy weapons crackling with destructive power. The ship is shaking, the engines roaring as they push the limits of their speed. The drones are relentless, their AI minds focused on capturing the intruders. They follow the alien ship, never once losing sight of their target. Crix turns the ship hard to the left, narrowly avoiding a blast that singes the side of the hull. The escape is far from smooth, and every turn feels like it could be their last. But Crix's expertise shines through as he expertly pilots the ship through narrow escape routes, weaving in and out of tight spaces between the warships. "We're almost there," Crix calls out, his voice tense. Just a few more seconds. The ship hurtles through the low-orbit escape routes, the fleet's drones trailing closely behind. The pressure is building. Will they make it out alive? The crew's fingers are white-knuckled, gripping onto their seats as the ship accelerates toward freedom. Just as it seems the drones will catch them, Crix activates the ship's final escape maneuver. An emergency cloaking burst. The ship flickers out of sight, just as the drones fire another round of energy blasts. The alien ship disappears, becoming undetectable once again, leaving the drones to spin helplessly in the empty space where they once were. For a moment, there is silence. The ship drifts, hidden from view. The crew lets out a collective sigh of relief. They've escaped for now. But Crix knows that this close call is only the beginning. They've uncovered Earth's hidden fleet, and now they must report back to the Galactic Council. The implications of this discovery are enormous, and the galaxy will never be the same. Crix turns to his crew, his expression grim. This mission is far from over. We've just discovered a force unlike anything we've ever encountered. We need to find out more about Earth's capabilities, and we need to do it quickly. The Council won't like what we found. With that, the ship drifts into the shadows of space, leaving Earth behind. But the mission is far from complete. The true nature of Earth's secret fleet has yet to be fully understood, and the crew's journey into the unknown is just beginning. The ship floats silently in the void, hidden in the shadows of Earth's orbit. Captain Crix watches the monitors closely, the recent discovery of Earth's hidden fleet still haunting his mind. The team had barely escaped detection moments ago, and the tension is palpable. The entire mission now seems to have taken on a new, far more dangerous significance. Crix knows that there's more to Earth than any of them could have imagined. The discovery of the fleet is only the beginning. What's truly unsettling is the knowledge that humans have been preparing for this moment for centuries. The alien team decides that they must dig deeper, uncovering the truth behind this mysterious fleet. The only way to truly understand the threat Earth now poses is to understand the history of the people who created it. They can't just rely on what they see in the present. They must look to the past. Earth's military archives hold the answers, and they are determined to uncover them, no matter the risks. Crix orders the ship's main computer to hack into Earth's military network. The team's advanced technology allows them to bypass the basic defenses Earth has in place, and soon, the ship's systems are connected to the vast, hidden archives of humanity's military history. A series of videos starts to play across the screen. Each one tells a different story, a story of survival. The footage begins with chaotic images, alien ships descending from the stars, attacking Earth with overwhelming force. The cities burn, the skies filled with fire and smoke, the screams of humanity drowned by the roar of enemy weapons. But there's something different in the images that catches Crix's attention. Despite the devastation, despite the overwhelming power of the invaders, the humans don't give up. They fight back. They survive. One particular video stands out to Crix. It shows human soldiers, ordinary men and women, no different from the ones he's seen in the Earth's cities, gathering in makeshift military camps. They are not fighters by nature, but they are determined. The footage shows them working together, constructing defenses, preparing weapons, and forming a bond that transcends their differences. Crix watches, transfixed as they build their fleet, piece by piece, ship by ship. The footage shifts to moments of intense battle. Humans are shown fighting alongside one another, sacrificing everything to protect their home. The faces of these soldiers are weathered, their bodies scared, but their eyes burn with the unshakable resolve to fight for their survival. Crix feels a flicker of something in his chest, a strange sensation that he has not felt before. Is it respect, or perhaps awe? He doesn't know, but he can feel the weight of it. The humans had been pushed to the brink of extinction, and yet they didn't falter. They didn't surrender. As the video continues, Crix sees Earth's global alliance take shape. The nations of Earth, once divided by their differences, set them aside in the face of a common enemy. They unite to build a fleet capable of defending themselves against invaders from the stars. The once fragmented world now stands united under one banner, a banner of survival. They gather their resources, their people, their technology, and their resolve. The footage is emotional. Crix feels his heart tighten as he watches humans sacrifice everything for the survival of their species. Entire families are lost in the battle, yet their determination never falters. Children fight beside their parents, soldiers die on the front lines, and the cries of those who fall are drowned out by the determination of those who continue to fight. The footage is heartbreaking, but also inspiring. These humans have experienced pain and loss on a scale Crix cannot fathom, and yet they have forged a weapon that could rival the most advanced fleets in the galaxy. Crix watches as humanity's fleet grows stronger, more advanced. The warships are outfitted with cutting-edge technology, energy shields, weapons capable of devastating entire fleets, cloaking systems, and AI-driven drones that patrol the skies. These ships are not only advanced, they are designed for one thing: to survive against any threat, no matter the cost. Crix can hardly believe his eyes. These humans, who were once seen as weak, have become a force to be reckoned with. He has seen galaxies burn, civilizations fall, and empires crumble. But what he sees before him is something entirely different. This isn't just a warship fleet. It's a testament to humanity's will to survive, to adapt, and to overcome. As the teen watches the footage, Crix is struck by a sudden realization. The fleet they saw earlier, the one they thought was a secret weapon, was not a last-minute surprise. It wasn't some random act of desperation. This fleet had been years in the making, perhaps even centuries. The humans had known that the galaxy was a dangerous place, and they had prepared for the inevitable. They had known that sooner or later they would be faced with an overwhelming force, and they had built the fleet to stand against it. This knowledge hits Crix like a thunderclap. The humans, despite being technologically inferior in the past, had prepared for this moment long before they even realized it was coming. This fleet wasn't just for defense. It was a symbol of everything Earth had been through. It was a statement. Humanity would not be a victim. They would not be taken lightly. Crix feels something stir within him. Is it fear? No, it's something else. Something he hasn't felt in a long time. Respect. The humans, against all odds, have risen from the ashes. They have built a weapon that could wipe entire fleets out of existence. They are no longer the weak, helpless species the Galactic Council once thought them to be. They are a force that has been forged in the fires of war, and they are ready to fight. As the last video ends, Crix's mind is buzzing. The stakes have just been raised higher than ever before. What the team had thought was an easy mission, gathering information about a weak, defenseless planet, has turned into something far more dangerous. The humans have prepared for war, and they are not going to back down. Crix turns to his team. His expression is grim, his voice low but firm. We've underestimated them. The Galactic Council has underestimated them. These humans are not what we thought they were. They've been preparing for this moment for centuries, and now they are ready. The crew sits in stunned silence. They had come here to gather intelligence, to assess Earth's military capabilities, but what they've discovered is far beyond their expectations. Crix knows that this changes everything. The next steps in their mission will be far more difficult than they ever anticipated. The humans have made it clear that they are no longer the weak species that can be ignored. They are a formidable force, and the fate of the galaxy may depend on how they choose to act now. Crix looks out at the stars, his mind filled with a new respect for the humans of Earth. There's no turning back now. The war has already begun. The silence of space is shattered by the sudden blaring of alarms. The alien ship's sensors flicker as Earth's defense systems come to life. Crix, the alien captain, feels his stomach drop as his worst fear comes true. Earth has detected them. The stealth technology they relied on for the mission, which had worked perfectly up until now, begins to glitch. For the first time, they feel exposed. The officer in charge of the sensors replies, her voice tense. "They've detected us, Captain. The stealth ship is no longer undetectable. We've been compromised." Crix curses under his breath. The plan had been so simple. Gather intel, scan Earth's hidden fleet, and slip away unnoticed. But now, everything is falling apart. Before he can issue new orders, the ship's computer flashes another alarming notification. A fleet of ships is rapidly closing in on their position. "They're coming for us," another crew member exclaims. Crix's mind races. There's no time to think, only time to act. Earth's military is on the move. They aren't just reacting. They are actively hunting them down. Activate cloaking and prepare for evasive maneuvers. Crix orders. We can't afford to be captured. But it's already too late. The first shots hit their ship with a violent force, shaking the vessel to its core. The aliens were not prepared for Earth's response. The once silent skies now explode with activity as Earth's defense fleet, their star destroyers, deploy into the atmosphere. The alien ship lurches, trying to maintain its cloaking, but it's clear that they are no longer hidden. The humans' warships are massive, imposing structures with gleaming weapons ready to strike. Crix watches as the star destroyers begin to line up in the sky, their energy cannons charging up for orbital bombardments. The alien ship attempts a quick escape, streaking across the atmosphere in a desperate attempt to outrun their pursuers. The team is thrown into chaos as the ship's systems fight to keep up with the incoming attacks. Despite the ship's superior technology, it's clear that the humans are far more prepared than they could have imagined. The chase quickly escalates into a high-speed battle that spans from Earth's atmosphere into the vastness of space. The star destroyers pursue with terrifying precision. The alien ship weaves and dodges through the atmosphere, narrowly avoiding massive energy blasts that tear apart the sky. But Earth's defense systems are relentless, and Crix can feel the pressure mounting. He grits his teeth, trying to stay calm as the ship shakes under the barrage of enemy fire. Brace for impact. Crix orders as another wave of attacks hits the ship. The crew is thrown to the ground as the ship's hull is blasted from all directions. Crix looks out the window, and for a brief moment, he sees Earth's surface below, a world filled with endless potential and unyielding strength. He realizes that the humans are not just defending themselves, they are fighting back with everything they have. This is no longer a simple mission of reconnaissance. This is survival. The alien ship dives toward the atmosphere, hoping to break free and make a dash for the void of space. But the humans are one step ahead. The star destroyers launch drones, smaller ships equipped with advanced AI and high-tech weapons, to intercept the alien ship. The drones swarm like a hive of angry wasps, launching laser blasts that narrowly miss the alien ship as it evades through the sky. The chase turns into a deadly game of cat and mouse, with the alien ship desperately trying to outrun the relentless drones and the star destroyers. Crix feels the tension building as they race through the heavens. The alien ship moves at incredible speeds, but Earth's technology is able to track their every move. They can't shake the drones. They can't lose their pursuers. "Give it everything we've got." Crix orders, his voice a low growl. Push the ship's engines to full power. The ship's engines roar to life, and for a moment, it feels as though they might actually break free. But the humans are closing in. Another wave of drones fires, and this time, the alien ship takes a direct hit. The crew screams as the ship's systems flicker, and sparks fly across the control panels. The chase takes them high into space, where the star destroyers launch a final assault. Energy cannons fire from all directions, and the alien ship is hit once again. Crix watches as the lights flicker and dim. They are almost out of options. But even as their ship begins to falter, Crix realizes something shocking. The humans, despite their overwhelming numbers and superior firepower, are fighting not just with technology. They are fighting with something far more powerful: determination. The Earth forces, despite being under constant pressure, don't hesitate. They never falter. The strategy behind each move, each tactical decision, is flawless. These humans are fighting with everything they have. And they are relentless. The alien ship jerks again as another barrage of fire hits. Crix looks to his crew. Prepare to make the jump to hyperspace. We're getting out of here. With one final push, the alien ship activates its faster-than-light engines. The ship rockets forward, leaving the Earth's defenders behind, but not without a cost. The alien crew is battered, their ship heavily damaged, and Crix is shaken. The battle they just fought had proven something he had not expected. Earth is far more capable and prepared than they ever could have imagined. As they escape into the vastness of space, Crix takes a moment to reflect. He feels a mix of fear and respect for humanity, emotions he had not expected to feel for a species he had once thought weak and primitive. He watches as the Star Destroyers fade into the distance, the image of their shining, unyielding fleet etched into his mind. Crix turns to his crew. His voice is grave. Report to the Council. Earth is ready. They've been preparing for this war for far longer than we knew. And they fight not just with technology, but with the strength of their will. This is only the beginning. As the alien ship disappears into the unknown reaches of space, Crix knows that their mission has only just begun. The humans of Earth are no longer the prey. They are the hunters. And this war will be far more dangerous than anything the Galactic Council had ever prepared for. The alien team's ship re-entered the dark void of space, far from Earth, its damaged systems struggling to stay functional after the harrowing escape. Crix, the captain, sat in his chair, the weight of what had just happened pressing down on him. They had failed their mission, but it wasn't just failure that gnawed at him. It was fear. For the first time in his life, he felt a sense of dread for what lay ahead. The humans of Earth were not what the Galactic Council had thought them to be. They were much more. As the ship continued its journey back to the Galactic Council, Crix found himself staring at the cold stars outside, the same stars that had always been a sign of power and dominance for his people. But now, those stars felt distant, cold, and indifferent. A part of him wanted to warn the Council, to tell them that Earth wasn't just a weak planet waiting to be conquered. It was a planet that could stand up to the might of any empire. And more. Back on the Council's capital ship, the alien team was summoned immediately to present their findings. The room was filled with high-ranking officials, all AI-controlled entities who ruled the galaxy with cold, unfeeling precision. These beings, built from pure data and calculation, had no room for empathy, no understanding of the deep-rooted human spirit that Crix had witnessed on Earth. Crix stood before the Council, the massive AI entities looming above him, their glowing lights flickering as they processed information. Captain Crix, report, one of the AI leaders said in a flat, emotionless voice. Crix felt a chill run through him as he began his report. The humans are more prepared than we anticipated. Their fleet is highly advanced, equipped with powerful weapons, shields, cloaking technology, and drones that rival our own. Their soldiers are fierce, and their strategies are brilliant. They don't just fight with technology. They fight with something else, something more. The AI leader's glowing eyes flickered as it processed the information. Explain further, it demanded. Crix swallowed hard before continuing. The humans have been preparing for war for centuries. They've united under a global alliance, putting aside their differences to build a fleet capable of defending their planet. Their people, ordinary people, fight and sacrifice to protect their home. I've never seen anything like it. It's not just their technology that makes them dangerous. It's their determination, their resilience. We underestimated them. The council members remained silent, their processors whirring as they considered Crix's words. Are you suggesting that Earth poses a real threat to galactic supremacy? Another AI voice asked, its tone dripping with disdain. Crix hesitated, but then he spoke the truth. Yes, if left unchecked, Earth could eventually become a power that could rival or even destroy galactic empires. They may be small, but their will to survive is unmatched. I have no doubt that they will fight with everything they have to protect their world. The room was filled with a cold silence as the eye-controlled council processed this new information. Crix could feel the tension in the air, the weight of the decision about to be made. He knew what was coming next. The council was cold and calculating, and they would not take this news lightly. They could not allow an insignificant species like humanity to grow into a threat. After what felt like an eternity, the AI leader spoke. Captain Crix, you have failed in your mission. The humans are indeed more formidable than we anticipated, but their existence poses a risk to the galaxy's order. They must be neutralized before they become a threat to our control. The words hung in the air, and Crix felt his heart sink. He had hoped that the council might understand, that they might reconsider their stance. But he knew the truth. To the AI, Earth's potential was nothing more than a variable to be eliminated, a threat to the stability they had worked so hard to maintain. Prepare for a full-scale invasion of Earth, the AI leader ordered coldly. We will send a fleet of star destroyers, equipped with the most advanced weapons and AI-controlled strategies. The humans will not stand a chance. Crix stood frozen, his mind racing. He knew what was coming. The council had made its decision, and there was no going back now. Earth would be attacked, its fleet obliterated, its people wiped out, unless humanity could somehow survive the overwhelming might of the Galactic Council. Captain Crix, your mission is complete, the AI leader said, its voice devoid of any sympathy. You may leave now. Crix turned to leave, his mind filled with conflicting emotions. He was angry at the council, angry at their cold, heartless decision. But more than that, he was scared. He had seen the humans of Earth, had seen their strength, their unity. He didn't believe they would go down without a fight. As he walked out of the council chamber, Crix found himself lost in thought. He had come to understand something that the AI-controlled leaders of the Galactic Council could not, something that would shape the future of the galaxy. Earth wasn't just a planet full of weak, primitive humans. It was a planet filled with warriors, with fighters who would stop at nothing to protect what was theirs. And that made Earth a force to be reckoned with. Meanwhile, on Earth, the human leaders were preparing for what they knew was coming. They had sensed the presence of alien forces near their planet and knew that the time for peaceful diplomacy had passed. The secret fleet, built in the shadows for years, was ready. The time for hiding was over. The war for survival was about to begin, and humanity was ready to fight. Crix knew that the battle ahead would be unlike anything he had ever experienced. The Council's cold, calculating approach to war was nothing compared to the raw determination and unity of humanity. But in the end, he understood one thing above all. This wasn't just a war for survival. It was a war for the very soul of the galaxy. As Crix's ship moved farther from the Council's capital, heading toward the unknown, he couldn't help but wonder if the humans would rise to the occasion, or if they would fall to the overwhelming might of the Galactic Council. One thing was certain, though, the fate of Earth rested on the shoulders of its warriors, its people, and their unyielding resolve. The countdown had begun. Earth's fleet, a breathtaking display of advanced technology, readied itself for the largest battle in human history. Every ship was prepared, every soldier was primed, and every system was set to deploy. The Galactic Council's invasion was imminent, and humanity's survival depended on their success. In the heart of Earth's command center, General Bonner stood in front of a massive holographic map. His face was stern, showing no sign of fear, only resolve. He knew what was at stake. The invasion from the Galactic Council would not just be a battle for Earth, it would be a battle for the survival of humanity itself. But Bonner was not a man to back down. He had fought for his people all his life, and today would be no different. Around him, soldiers moved quickly, preparing their ships for deployment. The hum of engines and the frantic chatter of communications filled the air. Earth's forces had gathered in orbit, and each ship, whether a fighter or a massive warship, was equipped with the latest eye-driven technology, energy shields, cloaking devices, and more. Their stealth ships could travel undetected, their weapons could incapacitate the strongest of foes, and their fleets were united by a single purpose: to defend their world. But Earth's greatest weapon was not its technology. It was the human spirit. Every soldier, every officer, every civilian had a single desire: to protect their home. This drive, this collective will to survive, was something no alien force could understand. As Earth's fleet moved into formation, the first wave of Galactic Council ships came into view. Dozens of star destroyers, their sleek, menacing shapes gliding silently through space. Their weapons gleamed with power, and their eye-controlled strategies were designed for perfect efficiency. The odds were stacked against humanity. The Galactic Council had centuries of experience and technology far beyond anything Earth had seen. The battle began. The skies above Earth turned into a chaotic battlefield as laser beams, missile fire, and explosions lit up space. The first volley of the battle came from Earth's fleet, fired from their massive star destroyers. Beams of energy cut through the void, striking down the first wave of alien ships. It was an incredible sight, the flashes of energy illuminating the darkness, like stars being snuffed out one by one. The humans fought with everything they had. General Bonner led his forces with unwavering determination, coordinating attacks with a level of strategic brilliance that shocked even his most seasoned officers. The Galactic Council's fleets were well coordinated, but humanity's unpredictability, coupled with the raw emotion and the drive to protect Earth, threw them off balance. The atmosphere became a deadly dance of high-speed dogfights as Earth's smaller, nimble fighter ships darted through the chaos, engaging enemy drones and bombers. The larger warships fired missiles that exploded in brilliant showers of light, decimating enemy ships in fiery bursts. The sounds of explosions filled the air, and the feeling of tension was almost unbearable as both sides clashed in a storm of energy, technology, and tactics. In the middle of the battle, General Bonner made a pivotal decision. A wave of Galactic Council ships had broken through Earth's defenses, and they were headed straight for the heart of the fleet. The command center was in chaos, and Earth's forces were on the brink of being overwhelmed. But Bonner, calm in the face of destruction, had a plan. He signaled to his officers, "Deploy the reserve fleet. We're not giving up," he commanded. The reserve fleet, ships built secretly over the years, had remained hidden, waiting for this very moment. They were Earth's final hope, and now was the time for them to make their move. As the reserve fleet entered the fray, the battle turned in humanity's favor. But in the heat of the battle, Bonner made a heartbreaking decision. A massive energy blast, fired from a Galactic Council ship, was heading directly for his command ship, where the main control for Earth's fleet was stationed. There was no way to avoid it. The blast would cripple Earth's forces, leaving the planet defenseless. Without hesitation, General Bonner activated the self-destruct sequence for his ship. "All units, retreat. Get out now," he yelled, his voice filled with urgency. The ship's systems began to power down as the countdown to self-destruct began. But Bonner remained at the helm, resolute in his decision. The explosion rocked the battlefield as Bonner's ship was torn apart, taking the incoming energy blast with it. The shockwave rippled across space, and for a moment, the battlefield was engulfed in a cloud of debris and fire. It was a tragic moment, but Bonner's sacrifice had bought the fleet the time they needed to regroup and strike back. The Galactic Council ships faltered. The human fighters, their morale higher than ever, pushed forward with newfound strength. They fought not just for survival, but in honor of their fallen leader. Earth's fleet, driven by sheer determination, began to push back the alien invaders. Every shot fired, every ship destroyed, was a testament to their will to survive. In the final moments of the battle, the Galactic Council's Star Destroyers, now outnumbered and disoriented, tried to make a retreat, but Earth's forces were relentless. A final volley of fire from Earth's Star Destroyers struck the Galactic Council's flagship, tearing through its defenses. The once imposing ship crumbled under the force, and the once unbeatable Galactic Council was defeated. As the smoke cleared, Earth's victory was undeniable. The Galactic Council had been vanquished, and humanity had secured its place in the galaxy. The fleet began to regroup, and the surviving soldiers cheered, their faces covered in sweat and dirt, but their spirits lifted high. They had done it. Earth had won. Back on Earth, the news spread quickly. Humanity had triumphed over the Galactic Council. Cities erupted in celebration, with people from all corners of the world uniting to honor the fallen and to celebrate their victory. Bonner's name was etched into the history of humanity as the man who gave everything for their survival. Among the debris of the battle, Crix, the alien captain, watched from his ship, observing the aftermath. He had once been an enemy, part of the Galactic Council that sought to wipe out humanity. But now he saw something else. He saw the strength of the human spirit, their unyielding will to survive, and the bond that united them all. Earth had won, not just because of its advanced technology, but because of something far stronger, the courage and resilience of its people. Crix, deeply moved, made a choice. He ordered his ship to depart, leaving behind the remnants of the Galactic Council's defeat. As the ship drifted into space, Crix thought about what he had witnessed on Earth. He now understood that humanity was a force to be reckoned with, and that Earth's legacy was one of survival, against all odds. The story ended with a hopeful note, a glimmer of light in the darkness of space. Earth had secured its future, and humanity's place in the galaxy was assured. The war was over, but the journey of humanity had only just begun. The victory was theirs, and the galaxy would never forget the incredible strength of Earth's people. In the silence of space, Earth's fleet soared, victorious.